Would you like to learn how to make restaurant quality cilantro lime shrimp at home? I'm excited to show you how easy it is to make it tangy and fresh with a simple marinade that includes olive oil, cilantro, lime juice, and a few seasonings. And then we'll both feel like professional chefs as we quickly pan-sear the shrimp, making them super tasty on the outside and juicy on the inside. Then our incredibly delicious and versatile shrimp can be added to pasta, tacos, burritos, or even salad. Now, if you've never bought shrimp before, I'll start by showing you which kind to buy. I find it's easiest if you can purchase raw shrimp with the shell off, deveined, and peeled. You can also buy it fresh or frozen. Of course, fresh is going to taste best, but the frozen will taste really good as well. Plus, it usually has a little bit of cost savings. We're going to start with 1 pound of shrimp, and there's several methods to thaw it. You could either put it in a bowl and in your fridge and wait for it to thaw overnight, or you could just put it in a bowl of water like I have, and then it only needs about maybe 10 to 15 minutes for the shrimp to thaw. But you do not want to put it into warm or hot water to thaw because that could start to cook the shrimp. My shrimp have been in this bowl for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I can tell just by feeling them that they are nice and thawed. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this in my sink and then bring it back over to my counter. Now I've drained the water off my shrimp, but I want them to dry out as much as possible. So you can either lay out some paper towels, or I'm just going to take a clean towel and lay it out here on my counter. And then just empty my shrimp out on top of it. And I'll go ahead and spread these out. And I'll fold over my towel and just quickly roll them up like a little shrimp burrito. And removing the excess water is going to help those shrimp soak in the marinade. So we'll set this aside. Now to make this very simple and easy marinade, we're going to start with 1/4 cup of oil, and extra light olive oil is my favorite. Next, I'm going to add the juice of 1 lime, or you could use 2 tablespoons of store-bought lime juice. I'm just going to go ahead and take both halves and just squeeze them right into my bowl. And I love doing this with my hands because then my fingers get to have that delicious lime scent. Next, we'll want to add 1/4 cup of cilantro. So I'm just going to take about 1/4 of a head here, cut off these leaves, and then I'll just try and roll them up nice and tight. And then I'll just go through and do a really nice little fine chop on them. Oh my goodness, that smells incredible. So adding 1/4 cup of the cilantro leaves is going to add amazing flavor and tanginess to our marinade. And then for our seasoning, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin, just a dash of pepper. And then to really kick up the fresh garlic flavor, I'm going to go ahead and take 1 clove of garlic, put it inside of my garlic press, and then I'll just squeeze the garlic right into the bowl. All right, now we'll just give this a quick stir. And now we can unroll our shrimp. I'm just going to put these right onto my cutting board. And then to really enhance the flavors of our shrimp as well as bring out the flavors of our marinade, I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle the shrimp with some coarse sea salt. So we'll just go around very generously and sprinkle on some of the salt. And I'll go ahead and just kind of moosh those together to help distribute the salt. Sprinkle a little bit more, and then the shrimp can go into the marinade. And then I'll just mix this around to make sure every piece of shrimp is well coated. Now you could do this step ahead of time and then allow your shrimp to just sit in that marinade for even half hour up to several hours. Or if you're shorter on time, then you can cook your shrimp right away like I'm going to do. So I've got my pan nice and hot, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour in about 2 tablespoons of my light olive oil. I'll go ahead and kind of tilt our pan to make sure that oil spreads all over. So now I'm going to take my shrimp and I'll just start laying them around in the pan. And I'm going to start from the outside and work around clockwise because the shrimp on the outside will cook a little bit slower than the shrimp on the inside. So here we go. Ooh, that instant sizzle is exactly what we want to hear. Now, as you can see, they're already starting to turn pink, and so that lets us know it's time to flip them. All right, so go ahead and starting from the outside when we first put the shrimp in. So now that our shrimp are all flipped over, we'll go ahead and just let them cook for about another 30 seconds, and then they will be done. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a plate and just start picking up my shrimp out of my pan. Those look so good, and it smells absolutely amazing in here. All right, we'll go ahead and turn off our heat, and those shrimp are done. Well, these look and smell absolutely incredible, and you'll want to just let them rest on a plate so that all those juices soak back up into the shrimp. And to enhance the lime flavor, you can go ahead and just cut another lime in half, and then go ahead and just squeeze a little bit more of fresh lime juice all over those shrimp. Oh, I think my stomach just growled because I have not had lunch yet. Now for the best part. Those taste so good. As soon as I bite in, I just get that fresh, tangy lime flavor, and then I get just that natural kind of sweetness of the shrimp, and then I get a little bit of the salt and the seasoning that's on them. That tastes so good. And you're gonna feel so proud of yourself that you could make shrimp at home that tastes like it came out of a restaurant. And I think I still have some corn tortillas in the fridge, so I'm gonna make some yummy shrimp tacos for my lunch. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today to make these very easy and flavorful shrimp. And if you'd like to see the full recipe, I've included a link in the video description below, and it's on my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love to make some homemade shrimp, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen next time.